joining us. Now tell me, Missy, how did you get started in celebrity blogging?
Well, 5 years ago I met my business partner Andrea Wild on the internet, on another social site. She asked me to write for her, if I'd be interested in writing for a blog that she was just starting. She said she couldn't pay me and it was kind of a gamble, but I said, what the heck, let's do it. Why not?
That's how all good things start.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so within 2 days of writing for her, she asked if I would become her business partner. And I said, sure. We got a lawyer and set up a business, and within 5 months we were able to quit our real jobs at the time and focus on this. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So over the last 5 years, now what is your favorite celebrity post or blog post that you've done in the last 5 years?
Well, I would say we got put on the map by the Britney Spears crash in 2008.
Where she shaved her head?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. She went crazy. And so at the time, her manager, Sam, that was a bad deal. So everybody was saying that he was supplying her with the drugs and kind of drugging her and taking advantage of her. Well, he was sending a lot of text messages to another gentleman who gave us the text messages.
Interesting.
So we had the
inside scoop.
We did have the inside. In fact, the news stations were calling us, and our text messages that we had on the site were used in the FBI investigation. So it was a pretty big deal for Bitten and Bow.
Very interesting. Well, that's the past, so let's talk about today and tomorrow. Can you give our viewers any inside scoop that's going to be posted on your blog tomorrow, today, for all of our audience?
Yeah, I will post about Bruce and Kris Jenner's marriage falling apart.
What?
Yeah, that's the word. Well, she wrote her book, and in her book she talked about her affair that she had with, when she was married to the late Robert Kardashian.
Yep.
So what is happening is Bruce caught her recently sending the old flame an email with X's and O's at the bottom. And we'll talk about it tomorrow, but I think that there was a little lunch rendezvous too.
Ooh, well, you can check out all the celebrity gossip at bitandbound.com. Thank you for being part of the show. Absolutely. We're very excited to have you. Next up is our co-host, social elite and socialite, JD. From JD Style Group. So welcome to the show, everyone.
Thank you.
Hey, all right.
Be here.
Well, how did you get started in throwing events in the Twin Cities?
You know, it's kind of an interesting story. When they say one thing leads to another, I really believe that's true. I won Miss Minnesota USA back in 2004, and that led me on to being cast on a show in New York. It was called The Cut. It was with Tommy Hilfiger. It was aired on CBS.
Okay.
And I like to explain to people that it was a lot like The Apprentice, but for fashion. So I did that and came back home from Minnesota, came home to Minnesota from New York, and that's when I started my first company doing fashion and wardrobe styling and fashion show production, and that led into full-fledged event production. So I love what I do, and you can head to the icepak.com to get my full bio on all the other details.
Oh, very interesting. So you were Miss Minnesota.
Yes.
What year?
2004.
2004. So what was it like to be part of the pageant and meet Donald Trump?
Amazing, actually. You know, when I originally signed up to compete at the Miss Minnesota pageant, I had never been in a pageant before. I wasn't a pageant girl. I was really doing it for school.
Okay.
My minor was in women's studies, and I was doing a behind-the-scenes look on what pageants are really about and the stereotypes. Never expected to win. It was all a very big surprise. I think, actually, I remember looking at my mom in the boardroom when I was signing my contract as Miss Minnesota after it all happened, saying, like, holy shit, I'm really going to Miss USA. So
you can say that because we're on the broadcast live on the internet, so go ahead.
The beauty of internet. So I went on and competed at Miss USA, and it was an amazing experience. I actually still keep in touch with a lot of the girls I competed with. I'll be heading out to Massachusetts to attend a wedding for the former Miss Massachusetts, and you can't come.
So that sounds very exciting. So those are events outside Twin Cities. What's the event every year that you look forward to in the Twin Cities?
Yes. Well, there are numerous amount, but I would say my absolute favorite is definitely Glamorama. Macy's Glamorama, just in the Twin Cities.
Which is coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up in August. We'll definitely be covering it here at the Ice Pak. And there's nothing like it in the Twin Cities as far as fashion and music goes. I'm very excited. Robin Thicke is coming this year to
very
perform.
cool.
Yeah, so we'll be covering that, and that's my favorite. And second to that is We'll Have Access. And second to that would probably be going out to New York to Fashion Week, which I will also cover for the Ice Pak.
Oh,
We'll
sounds like we have a lot of exclusive information coming to our viewers at theicepak.com. Well, make sure you follow JD Style Group on Twitter and Facebook, and for all the latest news and upcoming events that she is throwing around the Twin Cities. For a complete list of events going on, you can always go to our website, theicepak.com, and for all the details. And if you would like to have your next event covered, please let us know and contact us through the website, and we'll make sure that gets up on there as well. Our third co-host is Twin Cities comedian Greg Coleman. Hey! Welcome to the show.
Hey, yeah, thanks for having me.
So you can find him at Acme, Joke Joint, and many other comedy places around the Twin Cities. So tell us how you got started in comedy.
How I got started in comedy? Actually, when I was little and I was getting in trouble, and if I could make my dad not whoop me as much as he planned on whooping me, I should try to do comedy, man. Because if I could make him laugh. But no, I was working on Tony Fox's morning show, and there's comedians on there, Tiffany the comedian, and also Shannon Paul. And they come pushing me into it. They're like, hey, stop. Just kind of being funny, get up and learn the art and learn the craft.
Okay.
That's kind of how it's been going. I mean, still very early, very, very early in the stages of the career. I mean, that's pretty much it. It's just my calm moms pushing me into it. I'll do it.
So what are some comedians that you look up to right now?
There's some of my favorite comedians, national guys like Hannibal Buress, Seton Smith, Bill Burr, of course, and around here there's guys like Mike Brody, Miss Shannon, and Tiffany the comedian, and many of them are so rich. There's guys Art Roseman, helped me out a lot. James King. The list goes on forever. Even Joey Vincent at times. He's always helped out, gives great advice. Kim Reed. I could go on and on. I could go forever. You just stop me.
all right.
Plug everybody.
I will stop you right there. So
Shucky Ducky. Love Shucky Ducky.
All right.
Kevin Hart.
What advice would you give for new comics coming up in the Twin Cities? How would they get started? Any advice for them?
Don't do it. Don't. Seriously, funny. I'm trying to get more bookings. Stay out of it. It's so saturated. You don't want to be a part of this life. Piece of advice I got from a comedian around here was like, yo, if you're going to do this just to have fun, don't do it at all.
Okay.
Because that's disrespect to the craft. So it's something that you got to be able to throw a lot of time into it. But even if you are just going to do it for fun, it's be original, be yourself, and just get out there and do it and try it. Because a lot of people, I can never do it, or some people think. Or some people, that looks just easy. I can do it. Like, get up here and get on stage and talk to people for anywhere from 3 minutes to an hour to 2 hours.
Okay.
It's just something that you can try. But yeah, just try it. Have fun.
All right. Well, we're very happy to have you part of the show. So thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Greg Coleman, everybody.
Oh, hold on. Can I tell them where to find me?
Yes. Go ahead. Plug where you would find you.
I got a Facebook fan page. They made me do it. Greg Coleman Comedy, like that. GCole29 on Twitter and on Instagram. Right there. Again.
Perfect.
I'm also on Black Planet. And JD.
All right. Well, moving on. Now that you know where to find Greg, JD, and Missy, now we're going to move into our first segment of the show, which is Celebrity Gossip. So, Missy, tell the viewers and myself everything what's happening in and out of Hollywood right now.
Yes, Missy, let's dish.
Let's just get right into Tom and Katie, huh?
Yes.
Tom and Katie.
Everybody else is.
By the day.
Changes by the day.
Changes by the day. Changes by the hour.
Okay.
So she filed for divorce on June 29th, and by July 9th, they're already signed all the papers.
Wow.
Everything is figured out.
That's incredible.
This was the quickest.
Yes, they need to send a memo to Kim and Chris.
Okay, we're going to talk about them next.
Okay,
so,
good,
yeah,
good.
and they do need a memo.
They do.
Yeah, and here's the big kiss up. Okay, so it all seems to be worked out. What we talked about the other day was that Suri would have to have her nannies and the security guards from Katie's come with her. That is not the case. You know, of course, every day the wrong stuff is printed. So what I'm telling you today might not be the case tomorrow. I don't
No,
know.
they can be back in love.
Right, but what I do know is that Katie did go ahead and become a member of a Catholic Church in New York.
Oh, really?
That is
So there you go.
nice.
Exactly.
Wow.
I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Interesting.
She has moved on in a big way.
That
and
is a big
yeah.
statement.
Do you think that
Yeah.
this was all very carefully laid out prior to all of this
I
happening?
think it's been going on, this divorce has been going on for 2 years.
Really?
I
I was thinking on the couches and Oprahs.
Crazy ass. Maybe she should die. Yep, no, I think it's been going on for quite a long time. And they said that these trips that she just went out over Father's Day to Iceland, where he's working at, or was working at, the security guards put duct tape over the camera so they couldn't see the demise of their marriage. So I'm sure this, maybe he didn't know that she was filing right then and there, whatever. But I think it has been going on for a while. And it's her fault. She signed a contract to marry him. Scarlett Johansson was offered the contract before
Is that
she took it.
allegedly or for sure?
Well, Scarlett Johansson said she was offered a contract to marry Tom Cruise.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Well, here I am. Just
Why we have Missy, ladies and gentlemen?
Exactly.
Exactly.
So is this going to break him? Because after Tiger got that divorce,
You know what?
he was
I don't
wrapped.
think she
Yes.
did. Oh, break him in what way?
I mean, he hasn't won. He's won 2 golf tournaments ever since.
He won't have to wear his high heels anymore. You know, Tom wears the big
Yeah.
Platforms.
platforms.
Oh.
Now you want to wear those. As far as breaking money-wise, no, because she's not going to get much money. But
Really?
no, in there,
So she still got that Dawson Creek money out though. Wait, what's
I know she's
Yeah.
watching Dawson's Creek didn't want.
Great memory. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 5 years ago. So 5
Right
years ago.
before they got married.
Alright, so tell us about Kim and Chris, though.
Okay, well,
Or
Kim
Chris
and
and
Mila?
well, any of them, really.
Yeah, yeah.
mean,
What's the gossip
Well,
on
I
that?
think you let it go. Chris Humphries was going to be a daddy.
Right.
Chris Humphries was up.
Well, I can't even believe that. So Mila, the girl that he had been seeing for 3 months in the beginning of the year, who he had said that it was pretty much just a booty call, I think is what he called it, announced that she was pregnant.
Ooh.
Love.
That's
Yeah.
the worst booty call ever.
Booty call.
You want to hang up that
Right.
call.
And now she's announced that she's bride.
Oh.
Just
So, what really was funny at the beginning of the week for me, I mean, I thought this story was really great.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine Chris and Kanye sitting back laughing their ass off? Because,
You mean Kim and Kanye?
what'd I say?
Chris and Kanye.
Good catch.
Yeah, very good. I'll be getting texts about that, I'm sure.
Yeah. We'll look forward to the tweets on that.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So Chris wants this whole divorce to be public because he feels like he's been wronged by Kim, and that she was the one who made all the money with their 72-day marriage.
Yes.
Yeah, and that he wants a part of this or whatever. Well, I think that Kim thought that this Mila was going to be
For saving grace.
yeah.
No.
Now I don't think that she'll even be a credible witness to put on stand. They're saying that she'll probably, perjure herself immediately if she were even be called anymore. So just get it over with.
Yes.
Katie,
Yes.
Katie, call Kim.
Fill her in.
You
Fill
fill her in.
her in.
Right.
Fill her in.
Yeah,
All right. Well, we're looking forward to finding out more at bitandbound.com.
absolutely.
That's where all the celebrity gossip that you ever need to know can be found.
Yep.
Well, I appreciate the update. And if you guys out there have any celebrity tips that you want to post on our blog or talk about it in the show, please contact us through Facebook, Twitter, or on the website at www.theicepak without a C.
No C.
Because
No
we're too
C.
cool for the C.
Too cool for the C.